You never know where radio shows go, and I got to tell you, we try to script as best we can. I didn't know we would be talking about best friends and bridesmaids and bridesmen, but we did. And outside of an hour of Mike Salk conversation with his best friend, we did talk a little football, and in particular, the offensive line situation with the Seahawks and Russell Okung in a pretty significant injury, and especially now when you add in the fact that Ben Hamilton's hurt, that Ray Willis has a knee surgery. I just so remember John Clayton last year when we talked about the very same situation and the multiple injuries. He said one injury, not a big deal. You start to get a bunch of them in a position group, and it starts to be a big deal, especially now. Now as you're getting close to the regular season, the biggest dress rehearsal, this third preseason game against one of the best front sevens in the NFL. Not a great situation for Matt Hasselbeck, even worse situation for Leon Washington, and let's hope those skill position players, the running backs and quarterbacks, don't get too beat up Saturday night. One of the other conversations we had is Don McShay and Mel Kiper, and their big board came out today. Number one on that big board for next year's draft, none other than Jake Locker. And the point I made today, and I think what's important, is it's not just hype. A lot of times I think we see those guys and we read that and we hear that and think, oh, that's nice, but that's just conversation, that's hype. No, there's some real tangible benefit, especially for Washington, and that is when those guys and those players get hyped up in that way, get noticed in that manner, well, all of a sudden ESPN, ABC, ESPN2 wants those stars front and center. That's why Andrew Luck's going to be 3 of my first games on ABC and ESPN. That's why Jake Locker will probably have half a dozen games on a national level this season. So that's a good thing for those players and for the programs. So best friends forever, Jake Locker, Russell Okung, we hit it all today.